Last week on Sailing Adrift, we created a very customized dining table for the salon.
Isn't this nice though?
I think it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it.
And this week, we have another fun finished carpentry project for you. What are you working on?
This is the reinforcement wall. We've got that compression post under the mast and then the beam that goes across the top.
Mm-hmm.
So we need something to kind of hold up the other end. Before it was just I don't know what you call it. I'm gonna call it a bulkhead, but it goes fore and aft, not amidships.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that's called. And it was pretty beefy. It was over an inch, like an inch and a quarter. And all we have right now is a 1/2 inch piece. So what I'm going to do is sandwich another 1/2 inch piece of plywood and then take 1/2 inch pieces of walnut as vertical supports.
Boom.
To kind of give it a decorative element and also some structure. But right now, I'm marking the area in between those lats so that you can prime and paint it before we attach them. We just want paint on these lines. Primer first, and then what color? We don't know. You can't remember, but it's blue. Blue, like midnight. Mm-hmm. All right, you working with a high quality brush there? A real impressive one?
It's a chip brush.
A chip brush. Mm-hmm. That'll be good enough for this. Good luck. You're a painting lady.
Mm-hmm. I'm
How's it coming?
Our boat into a prison.
Oh, my life is a prison, so it's par for the course. What's that child's fingerprinting by your waist there?
A little whoopsie doodle I had.
That looks real good, Kel.
So these boards are gonna go on this structural / design element. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. It's gonna hide all my imperfections in the painting. I did use a chip brush here. You can see it kind of made this wood grain pattern, which I'm a fan of. I think that was a happy accident.
I gotta get this all put together because I've got epoxy going and I don't want it to fire off.
That would suck.
I'm gonna put it all together and then lay it down in the office with weights on the back just to make sure it stays all tight.
Good idea.
What do you think of my wall?
I love your wall.
It's pretty heavy. That means to be strong
Yeah,
because we need it to hold up the mast support.
and it's pretty.
Does it look cool like you're hoping?
Yeah, looks very cool.
So I'm gonna put it on this so that we get nice flat adhesion with the epoxy.
Let's go back. Previously, we installed the flooring in the boat for this support to sit partially on top of. We also added a coat of epoxy to the wall itself. So shiny.
It has a coat of epoxy on it. Ready? Let's
Ready.
go. There.
Okay, now the easy part. Just pop it into place.
Alright. Let's keep it here. I have some modifications to do to the floor to accommodate this bottom part. 1/2 inch there. And then the whole thing is 23 inches. But hey, you want to see what I've been doing while you've been gone?
Yes.
We'll just set this here for a second. I'll show you what I've been up to. It's been a lot of behind the scenes work because I was doing it all by myself. Mostly I've been focusing on electrical. I've got basically everything set up for the way we're going to have it. This wire will control the fan. This wire will be for the reading light. I installed a USB socket, which is high powered, that we can use to charge tools and stuff like that up here. And then back here is a USB phone charger.
Tell us about this locker.
Then I tied in this washdown pump into the whole assembly and wired it into this walker that we cut out. Added a bar and a top little shelf, and then put in this little guy to recess here.
Cool.
Down here will live the pump that will supply water to the washer dryer.
Which will be over here.
Yes, this is the PEX line for the water that will come into here. We're just gonna wash clothes in cold water because it'd be silly to use the water heater for this purpose. This is the discharge hose. So this is where the washer dryer will drain. It is plenty high above the water line, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then this, it's ducted, which is much more efficient. But if we need it, what we'll do is we'll just attach this here permanently. And then there's another one over here that will just, when we want to dry things, we'll pull it out and run it up through that hatch. All right, back to here.
Okay.
This whole washer dryer unit will be shrouded with a cover over this, little furring strips around the edge, and then down here will be a pull-out drawer. Because of that, this is all utilitarian. We got the outlet for the washer dryer, and then the distribution terminal block for these two things, which will be a fan here that'll live against this wall and pull out if we wanted to, and a reading light for this little station. Also, I installed this because this is going to be for the leak cloth eventually, and I wanted to through bolt it, so as soon as I put the washer dryer in, that was going to be a lot more difficult. So I went ahead and through bolted this for the leak cloth that'll live under this settee. I ran all that electrical under this little panel and installed a cover over the top of it so you can't see it. But just in case we ever need something, I also ran this electrical twine.
Smart.
So I can tie it to there and pull it through. Will it work? Probably not. But hey, it gives me peace of mind. On to this area. You'll remember our little cabinet here. I put the wiring in for the little projector box. If you recall, this is going to be shrouded like this as a door, and then you'll open it like this.
Whoa.
And go like this, and then this is where our little movie projector will live that we can pull in and out and use outside. It'll have a battery. This is a DC to DC converter. Takes 12 volts from the batteries and turns it into 19 volts that laptops and the projector uses. And I put this little guy in that'll plug in and power it directly off the batteries. No sort of energy loss by plugging it in to a wall outlet that runs through the inverter. So that'll be like that. Right in here, we ran this wire that will power both this LED light strip and this. As you see, this is a new shroud that I made.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and this is what goes in it. It's in there, nice and snug apparently. There we go, just like that.
Ooh, that is nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I do, a lot.
I like that, and then it'll shine down and make a cool little shroud light. Same thing with this one over here, and it'll have the same little 1/4 inch exposure. And that's kind of where I've been at. I've been working on the electrical layout because I want it to be nice and clean and pretty, and I want to make sure we're utilizing the breakers as best we can. And so that requires quite a bit of forethought. Everything else is kind of guided into here, and then that will be distributed over to the electrical panel that will be behind that dusty wall.
Bing.
So that's pretty much it. That's what I've been up to.
That's a lot. That's a lot for a couple days.
I thought so.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this wall.
Okay.
First step, hack up that lovely flooring job you just did a few weeks ago.
So why are you doing that?
I am cutting up our new flooring because I made this so there's a little lip and that this bottom piece of wood will sit on the flooring, but we want this to be in touch with the actual subfloor, so it's as strong as it can be, I suppose. I'm just cutting a little notch out so that'll fit and trying not to go too far.
Next step, cut the wings at the top and bottom to size.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Okay, here we go.
The ultimate test.
Huh.
Oh.
I'm surprised because didn't we test with this all?
I don't know that we did.
Maybe we didn't.
I don't think we did.
Bonus step.
Just gonna take a little off the top. Make it work?
Yeah.
Here we go.
What?
You make me so nervous.
Why?
It's like going towards your hand.
Didn't you read that guy's comment?
What guy?
You can't even cut yourself with these.
Prove it. Prove you can't cut yourself with those.
Okay.
No! Not cool, man.
Don't be mouthing off, lady.
Can't help myself.
Don't mouth off to the guy with the saw.
Beats me.
Now where are we hitting?
I'm afraid if you cut more off, it'll defeat the purpose of this whole thing.
Well, you fill it with a filler, like a structural filler. I don't know which one we'll use. Probably thickened epoxy.
Good news, we finally made it fit.
I'm gonna mix up some epoxy. Would you wipe down this wall?
Sure.
You all set there?
All set, ready for you. Everything's been wiped down.
Good. Here's the game plan. We're gonna smear epoxy in it, and then from the other side, we'll screw in because we need to finish those walls in there anyway.
Okay.
And then it'll give us a flawless finish on this side.
Nice ropes.
Thank you. It's all one big long rope.
Attaboy.
This will just make sure they stay together. Really, it's the up and down thing that's going to keep this in place. The fact that,
The up and down thing.
well, if the boat is on its side, it might just fall over. We don't know. Here we go. Make sure it's lined up well.
The greatest sandwich.
Seems a little sticky. My gorilla move.
Now we can clamp the wall into place and start screwing.
Looks like it kind of came out on this side.
We might have bowed out, but
Yeah.
that's fine because then
Okay.
once we get that one in, we can push on this. Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Gap check.
Good.
Is it tight, tight, tight?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have two more.
Okay. Ready.
Is it tight?
It's tight.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good there. And there you have it. One structural decorative wall. It's gonna need some sanding and a little touch up on the old epoxy. God, that shininess is pretty ugly. Looks way better when it gets the satin on it, for sure.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, but no. I mean, right now it looks really cool.
It looks cool, but like you can see where the epoxy is like high and low, and it just needs to be sanded down. And then once that satin finished on it, it looks like freaking professional, which
Yeah.
is what I'm going for.
That looks pretty great.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a breakfast burrito because I'm starving.
All right. Sounds good.
You know, Kell, we should say that like the people that watch these videos, they keep us going. It's pretty awesome that you guys continue to watch these videos because I always feel guilty if I don't get out here and work on stuff. And Kelly spends probably on average 20 hours a week making them. So thank you guys very much for watching us. And for the patrons, I mean, you guys are even more awesome because that level of support is definitely appreciated. And hopefully we'll be out on the water soon and all the boat work will be a big payoff. But for right now, we're stuck in the mire of constant work with very little reward. And we hope that the upside is there, but you guys keep us going. Thank you guys so much.
But wait, there's more.
Cross your fingers, it's the LED test. Tell me if you see any lights. You ready?
Ready. Woo!
Both sides?
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Hey you, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to keep following along, become a subscriber. just hit that subscribe button below. And special thanks to our patron crew. We really appreciate your support.
And I just want to take a minute to say thank you for watching. That was really hokey. I'm going to try this again. For our secret project, I had to make this. What is it?
What is it?
No one knows, but it'll live right here.
It's very shiny.
Yeah, I wonder what it'll do.
Huh.
Kelly, watch out, I'm doing important work.
Like writing on the walls?
I would never. I'm back.
Great. Don't trip over the acetone that I just left there willy-nilly. What?
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 Huh?
Come on.
Eh? Don't trouble yourself here.
I'm trying to help you and film.
With your toe?
Yeah. It worked.